We very rarely see actors come out and voice their real opinions on the entertainment industry. Usually they're too afraid of being blacklisted to actually speak against the agendas being pushed, but the times it does happen, cancel culture vultures usually attack these people in droves and scare them. And the legendary Lord of the Rings actor Sir Ian McKellen has spoken out about his thoughts on the ideas that Hollywood pushes, that only certain people can play certain types of characters. I have a few things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month or supporting the channel via YouTube memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So I wanted to start off with this EW article. It says Ian McKellen doesn't think gay roles should be reserved for gay actors. We're pretending. And this is something that a lot of people say on social media. It shouldn't be that only certain people can play certain types of roles. And it's so amazing to see such a legendary actor come out and actually say what we're all thinking. It says, Sir Ian McKellen refuses to be put in a box and he doesn't want anyone else to be put in one either. This is such a good way to start off an article. It says the X-Men and Lord of the Rings actor recently addressed the controversy surrounding the casting of Helen Mirren as Golda Meir, Israel's prime minister, in a lengthy interview with BBC Two. There's two things, is the argument that a Gentile cannot play a Jew, and that the argument therefore that a Jew cannot play a Gentile. McKellen replied when asked about the backlash over the fact that Mirren is not Jewish. He then took his answer one step farther, touching on his own feelings as a gay man in Hollywood. Is the argument that a straight man cannot play a gay part, and if so, does that mean I can't play straight parts and I'm not allowed to explore the fascinating subject of heterosexuality in Macbeth? McKellen asked incredulously. Surely not. We are acting, we are pretending, and this is something that Hollywood wants to push, that only certain people can play certain roles. Only gay people can play gay roles. Only straight people can play straight roles, which I personally think is ridiculous, and a lot of other people do as well. At the end of the day, yes, they are acting, they are pretending. I do believe the actor who fits the role should get the job. Your sexuality, in my opinion, shouldn't matter because you're acting. You're not supposed to be you on screen, you're playing someone else, and this is something that Hollywood doesn't like. Hollywood wants only certain people to play certain roles for some reason. And there are people out there who do agree with that mentality. I personally do not. And it's so amazing to see someone like Ian McKellen come out and just say, we're acting, we're pretending, it's really not that serious. I do think that the best actor should get the job. It says the subject of straight actors playing LGBTQ characters and vice versa has long been a debate in Hollywood, with many performers recently weighing in on the matter. Of course, it's not like people in Hollywood actually care about these things. They don't really care if behind the scenes someone is a straight person playing an LGBTQ character. It's the fact that they think it looks good for their image if they pretend to care. They're actors. That's what they do. They play pretend, just like Ian McKellen said, but they want to look like they actually care. They want to look like they want to make a difference in the entertainment industry, when realistically they don't want to. But it says in January 2021, Neil Patrick Harris told The Times he wasn't someone who jumped onto labeling, adding, as an actor, you certainly hope you can be a visible option for all kinds of different roles. I played a character in How I Met Your Mother for 9 years who was nothing like me, and at the end of the day, this is a fact. You are not supposed to be playing yourself on the big screen. You're supposed to be playing a character. Meanwhile, stars like Wentworth Miller, who came out later in life, are adamant about only playing roles with which they identify. Back in November, the actor stated he wouldn't participate in a Prison Break revival because he no longer felt comfortable portraying his character. And we see what he means by that. He is afraid of cancel culture. Look at this situation. This was back in 2020, but The Simpsons star Hank Azaria quits as voice of Apu following recent controversy. It says, a white man has voiced the Indian shopkeeper for 30 years, but his depiction came under fire in a 2017 documentary. People are afraid of being canceled, so they want to avoid specific roles. They don't want to take a role, start recording, and then end up getting fired and getting kicked off of the project and wasting all of that time just because people on social media are furious because to some people on social media, only certain people can play certain characters. And of course, Entertainment Weekly did put up a tweet about the situation, but almost all of the responses have been positive, which is always awesome to see. But I did want to read a couple of them. People are saying things like, I wholeheartedly agree. Acting is pretending to be a fictional character in a made-up role, and if we demand that actors can only be cast for roles that they fit the description for, it'll only destroy everything that acting stands for. He's right. Acting is pretending. It's as simple as that. It isn't necessary. It's like reserving astronaut roles for astronauts. If you need a quality that isn't invisible, such as an elderly black woman to play a grandma, then it makes sense. But in the end, whatever actor that will net them the most profit is the one who they should choose. People are commenting things like, he ain't lying. He said it, we're pretending, love it. Actors can play all kinds of roles. A lot of people are saying that he's the GOAT. We absolutely love him. I love Ian McKellen. I have for so many years now. I think he's amazing in everything that he's been in. I generally agree with this. I think that this is good. It's called acting for a reason. Wow, that's really deep. There are, of course, a few people in the comments saying that this is a bad take and there should be more on-screen representation for specific types of people, but most of the comments are positive, saying that they support him, saying that they like his take, saying that it's a good take, and honestly, I agree. At the end of the day, do I think that Hollywood's agendas are just going to magically change? No, of course not. They have been pushing this idea that only certain people can play characters in Hollywood. So I don't think that that's going to change anytime soon, but this was a pretty great statement, and it's what a lot of us are thinking. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.